Hey everyone, just wanted to make another chat video, a little more serious than the average video. Like last time we were here doing this, I was letting you know about the videos I was going to be deleting. But that's in the past now. So there's just a kind of a few things that I want to address, talk about in this video. So number one is the name of this channel. So I don't like it anymore, and I want to change it again. See, it's AI generated, and now hold on just a second before you click dislike and you unsubscribe and you go and you click on another video. Just hear me out. So back when I first started the Time Castle podcast with Brian and David, um, the YouTube channel was not called Quinturcal, and I knew that I wanted a different new name, and I wanted it to be the same name across every platform that I uploaded the podcast on. You know, for consistency, and so it would be easier to find that sort of thing. And this was like during that very small window between the advent of AI at large, when it became kind of like widely publicly available, generative AI specifically, and when we realized that it's pretty bad thing. Generates a lot of slop, bad for the environment, steals from artists, all that stuff. Between it was this very small window where it was just this cool novelty that you could use to create anything you want, right? And so I found a website called This Is Not a Word, or no, this word does not exist, something along those lines. And because I knew I wanted to, in order to kind of optimize SEO and make it unique, I was like, I want it to be a different, I want it to be a made up word. But I didn't have. I was like, I guess, too lazy to come up with one on my own. It's harder than it sounds, especially the longer time has gone on. I was inspired by the guys who made Our Back of Your Drop, which is the predecessor, if you will, the spiritual predecessor to Portal. Well, really, Portal is the spiritual successor to Narbacular Drop. It's actually a pretty interesting story, but that's not what this video is about, so I'm not going to get into it. The point is, I don't like the name Quinturcal. It doesn't feel, after a lot of thinking about it, it doesn't feel like me. It's not me. It's not, obviously, it's not human, right? So I want to change it, and I figure since I don't yet have 1,000 subs, I think I still have time to do it. But I know how annoying rebrands can be, especially in this on this platform, right? It's you're gonna be looking for the queue on your feed, and it'll be not that anymore, and you'll be a little confused for a bit, and it's gonna take a moment to get used to it. I understand that. The main reason I wanted to float this out there to you is because I don't exactly know at the moment what direction to take it, right? So there are people out there who their channel name is just their full name, and I don't know that I could ever do that. Mad respect to those who do. Mad respect to those who do. Uh, but that's them. That's not me. Ethan Nestor, Scott Kramer, etc. The list goes on. Marquez Brownlee, assuming Brownlee is his actual last name. That's another thing, right? I'm not, you can't know for sure that that is their last name. Is, depending on the person, probably is, but that's not the point again. Uh, I was thinking maybe I would go first name, last initial, and I would be using a fake initial, of course. Or just like a username, like a 2005 esque like gamer tag username, like Thunderproc or Offcad, something like Alpharad or Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They're or it's maybe it's got their name in it or a name. The point is that it's not like a human being's name, right? Unless you're the offspring of one elongated muskrat. But that's again, I digress. Um, I also right now that the one that's kind of at the forefront of my mind, the one that I think I'm going to go with, but again, I wanted to hear your thoughts on it, is calling it JakeNet, right? And giving it this like 2000s Frutiger Arrow kind of aesthetic, and the motif would be the intro for every video would be like a loading screen that said connecting to JakeNet, and then you'd hear like a little triumphant chime that indicated that you've connected successfully, and then boom, straight into the video. Very short and very sweet, nothing too long. And then at the end of every video, it would say, like connection interrupted or connection lost, and then there would be like an end card. I don't know. Again, it's still largely in the workshop, but I think there's potential there, and that's kind of something that feels more me, you know. But again, I also wanted to hear your thoughts on this because you click subscribe, so your opinion matters. That's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. But let's move on to topic 2, burnout. Right. So, I have a day job, and it's kind of caused me to get a little burnt out, and that's a fairly normal thing these days. These are exhausting times. But yeah, that's led me to not to fall back on uploading. You know what I mean? I get like lazy and tired and whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna try to lean back into it. I think I'm only probably gonna put out one more video the rest of this year. And that's only because it's gonna cost me $0 and will be a pretty easy one to do. Unlike the last one about concrete, which took multiple hours and didn't do well at all, which made me that caused me a lot of demotivation. But that's not. Obviously uploading a video to YouTube is not a guarantee that you're gonna get views. I understand that. It's just that on average, my videos tend to do better than that one did. But that's fine. Anyway, yeah, just things have slowed down. That's all. And I'm making a shift in my career, not to YouTube though, which is why I'm putting YouTube on the back burner. But I still have ideas, and then that's another issue, right? Is like a lot of these ideas involve the spending of money. Like that's just like I try to come up with video ideas where I don't have to spend any money, but and I strive to also make it original, right? But some of them it's like, oh, I would have to go out and buy this or these things, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid doing that. So as much as I would like to make those videos, I can't justify it without being able to have some sort of return on that investment, right? Now, I'm not saying I need to be able to monetize the video. I just would like to at least get good views, decent views for a channel my size. But again, this is getting off topic, and yeah. So, and that kind of leads into topic 3, which is that I'm going to be going on a hiatus. I think is what the plan is. It's temporary, of course, but I don't have an exact idea of how long it's going to be, right? I know I need to take a break. I am going to see if I can upload that one more video after this. And then for the rest of the year, it'll be nothing. It'll be radio silence. And probably into the beginning of next year. Probably at least the month of January, I would say. But I'm still here. And one thing that will continue, because it's just so easy to do, but kind of also indicates that it's low effort. But it could be worse. Let's be real here. I'm not a content farm. I'm not exploiting children or uploading illicit crap to YouTube. You could be doing worse than my videos as far as what you could watch. Let's be real. Anyway, co-op cousins will continue. That's not going to go on hiatus. We're going to be doing that because it's less us making content and more us hanging out together. It's not that was always the point of that, doing that, right? So yeah, we'll keep doing that, and then I'm gonna try to keep solo streaming. Get back to Shadow of the Colossus because I do like that game. I do. I just no, we'll get to it. I do want to play it. But yeah, thanks for staying subscribed. I appreciate your commitment. Even though statistically, I know there are at least a few bots out there that are in that list, but those of you that are humans, you count. You're real, and I appreciate you. Yeah. Thanks, and I'll see you around.